Generation gap in Pakistan's ruling elite. The greatest gift of 21st century for us Pakistanis is that, during this time we have learned to think that, some of us, or many of us, mostly in our political and administrative world are fixated in the bygone era of mid-20th century, specifically in the time capsules of 40s, 50s, 60s etc. Most of us, particularly those who have to deliver for the society, and for the country, think, work, dream, plan, execute the plans purely according to the needs and paradigms etc. of those gone-away decades. Today, only the children of today live in the knowledge, environment, and advancement of today's development of the world, but that is also with ample negative and disconcerting amplitude. Like their elders, they are also not much bothered about what are happening in, on, and around. They are happy with the consumeristic fulfillment of the instantaneous needs, desires, and requirements of theirs, yet they are still attuned to the world of today. Today's world is much easily understood by the children of today, socially, physiologically, psychologically, pathologically, and that's in all possible respect. So, there is an unsurmountable gap between the world, both local and international, of those who are governing us, managing our lives in minutest of details. There is no other alternatives available to the society right now, and the governed. But there is a clash now between the rulers and ruled, which was not there previous decades. This clash is giving rise to missing persons. The gap is nothing but the generation gap, which most of us face and suffer in our familial and societal life. But in Pakistan, and only in Pakistan today, this generation gap is impacting, affecting, disturbing, and damaging our national life, our statal life. Because those who are ruling and governing us do belong to an older generation, a generation who are mentally, morally, physically, and psychologically still living in many decades behind, in the middle of 20th century. If these people know anything about today's features, they only know these through their consumer behavior. They purchase best things from, say, Harrods of London, and the likes. Many of us knew well, and many of us talked almost always that our body politics, our social fabrics are fixed into 40s and 50s, or even much earlier than that, as all our laws are more than centuries old. But I give credit to a Canada-based Pakistani senior journalist Mr. Fayyaz Wailana for specifically pointing out that, we as a nation are suffering from generation gap syndrome, as all our politicians, by birth rulers, and all members of our overwhelming establishment pertain solely to the world of half a century or more ago, and not ready to come down to the present day. A family people may overcome this generation gap, but unfortunately, we as a nation can never get out of generation gap, as the rulers, particularly the establishment, who are well entrenched in 40s, 50s, and 60s etc., and they are all comfortable with it. Please like and share this post, if you like this.